Welcome back to your favorite Sacramento sports show,
Beam City Sports.
We're back at the Beam City Bar in the backyard. Got my boys Luke, Devin, and Jackson all with me. How we feeling?
Feeling good. It's a little toasty right now, so we're gonna make this a nice cool episode today. We're gonna take it chill, and then maybe we jump in the pool after for a little bit.
Yes, sir. Some pool runs. Dev, how you feeling?
Pretty good. First game of the league, the Beam City League in the books. Gonna bounce back next week. That pool does sound good, but excited for this. Top 10 rankings. I'm probably gonna look like a fool a little bit, but we'll see.
Saying it early. Jackson, how you feeling over there?
Feeling good. Like Dev said, first game's in the books. That's all that matters. Feel like next game we're gonna come out a lot better.
Definitely tough game. Definitely tough matchup. We fall hard though. Shout out to our boys T.O., JT, Nagel, Alec, all went crazy. Shout out James as well. Hooping. JD
With the
in his
leg.
prime.
That might be my ICU.
That might be my ICU too. Shout out JD. But yeah, today we're going to be ranking the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA going into next season. Also going over some more Sacramento Kings rumors. It just seems like there's new rumors every week with this Kings team that is like nothing surprising. Like I feel like we know everything that's coming out, and it's just constant reports that are telling us the same things over and over again.
Yeah, no, it's Kings have kind of always been stuck in that kind of wheel of just like, oh, get your hypes up. We got this player coming in. We got then, and it did happen with DeRozan last year, but I don't know. It seems like we're going back to our old school ways, even with the new GM in the front office.
Yeah, we hope something happens before the season starts. NBA 2K is also out. Got some runs in last night, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, today we're going over the top 10 shooting guards, but we're got to start with the Kings. First report that came out, the Sacramento Kings are not expected to sign Russell Westbrook unless they make room by trading a guard. I mean, we knew this going in.
Yeah.
We knew this going in, that it's either going to be Malik or Devin Carter getting traded if we want Russell Westbrook, because there's just no room for another guard with this roster right now. But it seems like the Kings are going to do anything to get Russell Westbrook eventually.
Yeah, I just don't see anybody reaching for Devin Carter right now, especially when he hasn't really shown anything past his rookie season, where he was hurt for the first, pretty much first third of it, damn near. So I think people are going to wait to jump on him, but I do see him getting traded in the future if maybe Russell Westbrook is a free agent down the line, Devin Carter improves his stock, and the Kings are still open to trading him. Maybe he's a part of a package with DeRozan.
I could see that.
And
get a young guy in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my first thought on that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, trading Devin Carter is the only real way I'd be happy with anything they do in this. I'd rather just probably start the season with the team we have now if there's no other way to sign Russell Westbrook. But I mean, I would rather have it be Carter than Malik. But there's just too many guards.
Too many guards. How do you feel? Do you think the Kings should trade Devin Carter and get Russell Westbrook, or do you think they should build with the young guy Devin Carter, see what he really has, and hold off on Russ?
He was hurt almost the entire rookie year, and then came back for the last 40% of the year.
Yeah.
And he had his ups and downs, but that's also what you're gonna get from a rookie, late lotto pick too. I just don't see the reasoning to get Russ over him, honestly.
Yeah. If you want to build for the future,
it just doesn't make sense, especially because there's not probably not making the postseason, maybe the play-in, right? You're not gonna be a lock for a top 6 spot. So it's what's the point in getting Russ and giving up a young guy for maybe a couple second rounders at most? Yeah. Because it just doesn't make sense for the future of the team either. Especially if your plan is to trade DeRozan at some point, that's what everybody's saying they might do. So it's just why go sign a washed vet, former All-Star, and then trade a guy you just gave a huge contract to was one of your stars? Yeah. It just doesn't make sense.
And we just drafted Dev Carter with the 13th pick last year, and I mean, he was out for most of the year, came back, struggled to really shoot the ball in his early stages, but we definitely saw the energy and the impact he could provide. And I think you were at the Cavs game when he had one of his best games, and he had that crazy poster dunk.
Yeah.
So he has potential.
Yeah. He can be a good guy off the bench, and I think him and
Keon
Neat could be good off the bench together, especially as more of that him. Those two and Keon can be solid there. The size might be a little bit of an issue, but at the end of the day, if it should be more if you're going to trade somebody, it should have been, it should be like Malik, but you should try to get as much as you can back.
Mhm.
Just because his timeline doesn't necessarily fit. Like, you have a vet and Schroeder who will help with the youth, and like same with Sabonis and guys like that. But then the youth should be the main, like, let's emphasize them getting better.
I agree with that. I definitely do. So, another rumor that came out is DeMar DeRozan is expected to be a trade deadline asset for the Kings. We kind of knew that going in, that it was either going to be the offseason or before the trade deadline that they're going to look to move him. But I kind of do like what you said, Luke, that if we're going to trade DeRozan, that you're probably not going to get a lot for him. So if we throw in a young guy like Dev Carter, you could probably get a lot more, maybe some future first, something like that. The only reason I would see trading Devin Carter as a good thing would be to get some future assets, like future first-round picks, some young guy that just got drafted, something like that. I wouldn't be mad if we did that.
You won't get anybody for that package that's gonna like impact now.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna get a star level player. You could get, though, like a lightly protected first-round pick at some point.
Yeah. Well, Malik Monk was a frequent target of trade rumors earlier this offseason, though the Kings are no longer discussing deals involving the shooting guard.
It's good, bro.
I mean, Malik's on the squad. Dev, you can officially get a jersey.
For one more year?
For one more year. It is kind of bad luck. Every time one of us gets a Kings jersey, he ends up getting moved. Same with the A's. I have like 20 A's jerseys, and they all end up getting traded next year.
I got every guy from that youth Lakers team. I got Ingram, Zoe, Russell, like
Zubat. No, I'm just
I didn't get that one.
You got a Zoe jersey?
Yes.
Oh, that's clean.
His rookie
That's
year.
Clean.
He's
That's
gone.
clean. That is clean. Well, Dev Carter only averaged 3.8 points last year and 2.1 rebounds. So the stats definitely don't jump off the book to you, but it's more the impact. He's pretty fast. I don't like his handle. I don't like his shot. I do like how he plays on defense. He is like 6'2", so that doesn't, stand out that much. I'd rather have a guy like Keon out there guarding some of the better guys. So I don't know.
That his defensive side is the only bright spot that I really see right now. Like on offensive, it's a little wild. De'Aaron Fox was a little wild his rookie year. Just was like really fast getting up the court. Didn't have a lot of control, but I mean, he had a lot more potential than Devin Carter, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just if you're in the college system for 3 years, just like Devin Carter, like almost 4. I would expect him to have a little bit more control with his body and getting up and down the court.
Yeah.
At that point, the game should be a lot more polished. You should be a rotation guy off for it, like how Hawkes was, how all those guys are.
How we hope Nick Clifford will be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm open to trading Devin Carter. I see people around the NBA saying just like, no, like you guys gotta wait for his potential, wait for this. It's like, no. Trade him while people are still waiting for his potential.
Yeah.
And it's not to say like he doesn't have a lot of potential to reach. Like look at guys that came in after 4 or 5 years, like Reaves went undrafted, right? He's borderline all-star now. So it's definitely possible to develop. Same with Donovan Mitchell, played 4 years and he was all-star, his second year in the league.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not possible, but realistically, it's he should be more polished than he is.
I definitely agree. And the shot just scares me. Seeing how he shoots the ball, how slow it is. I don't know. I don't see him being anything more than like a different version of Davion Mitchell going forward. And we just got rid of Davion Mitchell, and now we got the new Davion Mitchell coming in.
Sorry, I just saw your dad's reaction to that.
Same pick. 2 years.
Same pick.
Not 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
But,
3 years later.
Within
13th overall. One more thing on the Kings though. Jalen Williams from the Thunder, who just got a ring, says the Kings have the wildest road crowd that the Thunder have played in.
I saw that.
They played in Indiana in the finals. They played in all these other places. They played in LA. They played in Golden State. They played in every other arena. Yeah. And he said the Kings have the wildest crowd.
I feel like
besides the Thunder.
He not lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been said before also by a lot of NBA players that Sac fans are definitely like the rowdiest, and they bring the basketball energy that should be in an NBA arena.
Hey, we broke the record.
Broke the record for
loudest sound.
Check Guinness, bro. King's name in there.
Kings are in there for sure. He was getting interviewed by Zebo on Out the Mud, Zebo's podcast, and
King's leg.
And Zebo was wearing a Kings hat.
It was a Los Angeles Kings hat.
Oh, it was a Los Angeles Kings. All I saw was Kings, so I was like, is that why he said it?
It was
never mind.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind. So shout out to J-Dub. That just made me like him a lot more. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was kind of hating on him last year. I was like, I was hating on him because I didn't want the Thunder to be this good. But now that he says that, I just have to be a fan,
Yeah.
you know. And he dropped 40 in the finals.
He's
tough. He's tough.
He's tough.
Dude, he's only like 6'5", and he plays like power forward for that most times.
He was like the best non-big interior defender in the league last year too.
He's like Draymond, but with like Paul George's offense.
Yeah,
it's pretty insane.
That draft for them was crazy. Getting Chet and him is insane.
And I think they got Ousmane Dieng, who's not bad. He's not bad. Thunder got some guys, like the 15th guy on their roster would be like the 7th man on the Kings roster.
Kenrich Williams is like their 12th man. He would be the 7th man on the Lakers.
He's like one of the oldest guys on their team, and he came into the playoffs and made
he
big
literally
impact.
goes in, makes an impact, and just leaves, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, you can't really play him over anybody else because everybody else does stuff better than him.
They're just so deep. They have like 15 guys that would be real NBA players on every team.
Yeah.
But all right, I think that's enough on the Kings. Unless anyone else has some thoughts. I know Carmichael Dave's been going on rants. A lot of Kings fans have been going on rants saying, "What are we doing? I would rather play Keon and Nee Clifford and Reynaud and all this stuff instead of winning 38 games." Definitely agreed with that, Carmichael Dave. So
agreed.
I mean, I think all Kings fans are in the same boat.
I don't know if we can't do anything if nobody else is trying to help us out. Like, so we can't really get mad. We might as well brace for
make the play in.
Yeah, make the play in. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's a different year. NBA's always changing. There hasn't been a back-to-back since for a while.
It's pretty unpredictable. Before the Kings started that light the beam year, we didn't think they'd be third in the West.
Nope.
So who knows? What if this team just clicks? That's really all it takes.
We have a good line.
Schroeder's the key.
Schroeder's the key piece, and Doug Christie gonna unlock all these guys.
Just don't sign Russ, and hopefully Schroeder gets his spot taken by a couple of young guys, and he don't play that much throughout the rest.
I know.
We're good.
You're a fan of Nee Clifford becoming the full-time point.
Yeah.
6'5" point.
Okay, anybody else, bro?
That'd be nice.
Braun plays point all the time.
Hey, Braun.
Schroeder starting PG.
Get him. He's the anchor.
I'm down. All right, Luke's Lock of the Week.
Luke's Lock of the Week. I don't know. This is a tough week to have a Lock of the Week, man.
Definitely tough.
But I'm going to go with the Beam team.
Beam.
Technically Beam City Sports.
Okay. Oh, that's what you're going with. Okay.
Yeah, we had a good game. I don't know. We went in thinking that it was going to be. And we will say it was a bye week for us, and then we switched
to like 6 hour notice.
Yeah.
So not gonna lie, showing up to the arena, I was not locked in.
Yeah, I don't think most of us were ready to hoop.
I was not ready to hoop. I needed that practice to play with the boys, but at the end of the first half, we had like 18 points, something like that.
Finished with 62.
Finished with 62.
Yeah.
So. I mean, I say that's a dub for me right there for the first game.
First half jitters for sure.
Yeah, especially against a team that has clearly played together for a little while.
Yeah, they were
very, very athletic.
They were
very athletic.
They were tough, bro. They were tough.
They're pretty nice.
Shout out Tio.
Shout out Tio.
He's a
17
bucket.
points.
Highlight him
for
the lock of the week.
That's lock of the week.
He's lock of the week right there.
Yeah, so we lost 71-63. Tio led the way with 17, hit 4 threes. Really, he had all 17 in the second half.
Yeah.
Tio did not score first half.
Damn.
And in the first half, we were stuck at 11 points from the 11:24 mark until under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we were stuck at 11 points for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Spencer knocked down a 3 and came right out the game, and then we didn't score for a long time. But shout out to all the guys.
It's okay. Me and you gonna work on the rotations and sets after.
Yeah,
don't worry,
we really
guys.
got JJ Redick on the bench with us, and on the court. Jackson knocked down 2 threes in the end, made it a close game. So shout out. But I think going down the line, that was just like that was supposed to be our first day for practice. For one, like we haven't played together. Now we know everyone's game a little more. Think things are going to be a lot different coming the next couple weeks.
Oh
yeah.
Definitely won't be the same matchup.
We got LeBron. We good.
We do have LeBron.
We got LeBron.
We still got LeBron. But my ICU pick is James Dong. Shout out to the boy. Came in, made immediate impact, got a huge rebound, got an offensive rebound, nice little Curry lay with the underhand lay, and right after that, it was 3 plays in a row. He got the offensive rebound, hit a lay, then came back down, got a defensive rebound after we were getting out-rebounded the whole first half, and then James caught the ball in flow state. I love that you said that after the game, Devin. He was literally in flow state. Caught the ball, didn't even hesitate. Just went behind the back to Alec in the corner for 3. I think it ended up getting blocked in the corner. Because those guys they had some long arms.
They had some long arms.
They were, there were shots in the corner that Alec and Tio were shooting that I thought they were wide open and they were getting blocked.
Yeah, I was scared.
Yeah, I definitely was scared too. I definitely was scared too. I played like a little girl.
Yeah.
So next week gonna be a lot different. But shout out James, came in ready to play.
Shout out.
Definitely earned himself a big minutes next game. He gives a hoop.
Hell yeah.
But all right, I think it's time for the main part of the show. Jumping into the top 10 shooting guards going into next year. How are we feeling about this list? This was probably the toughest list.
It's pretty tough.
Out of all positions, I think this is going to be the hardest one to rank.
It's pretty tough. I feel
There's
like
a lot of guys that, from like that 7 to 15 range could all be interchanged.
I feel like you guys are going to think I'm tripping with my 6th pick, but
I think Jackson's going to be mad at my last 3, but
why?
We'll see. We'll see. All right, well, who wants to start it off? You want to start down here? Number 10?
Sure.
Number 10, shooting guard.
I had Bridges. Mikal.
Okay, Mikal Bridges.
I couldn't
like
that spot. I was telling you guys earlier, like it was a toss between like 6 guys.
Yeah.
Like, can I say who's not on it, or do you want me to just like who was mainly between? It was between him and Norm, honestly.
Okay.
As for that 10 spot, like it was the 2 guys because Norm was a bucket until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Because his stats were like 26 a game until he got hurt, and then dropped to like 20-ish a game.
Yeah.
But Bridges is a vital piece in a playoff, a championship contender.
Mm-hmm.
He was third option and plays elite defense on one end and then averages like 18 a game on the other.
Yeah, 17.6.
His 3-point percentage was up and down, but he still was shooting 35, about league average, which we know he can shoot. There was months where he was shooting 40%, so it's up and down, like I said. But 18 a game, a guy who plays two-way defense, I think that's a pretty good spot for 10.
I like that you put him on there. Personally, for me, did not have him on my list because his defense has just been plummeting each year. I know we like to think of him as that 3-and-D guy that really locks up, but I feel like OG has taken the reign as the best defender on that team, and Mikal, his defense has kind of fallen off the last couple of years. Ever since Phoenix, it's been going down each year.
I agree, but also his usage was substantially more in Brooklyn.
That's
the thing. And last year in the playoffs, though, he was locking up JT and Brown.
He was. No, he got
him
that
and
steal at the end, too.
were locking them up.
That's true. But yeah, he just missed my list. He was my number 11.
So like I said, 10 through like 15 for me were all kind of like, it was like very minimal difference.
Yeah. I like that you had him on there, though. Show him some love. For me, though, I had number 10, Dyson Daniels. He was almost off my list.
He was in the mix, too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
So he didn't make your list either. Dyson Daniels last year, he averaged less points than Mikal. He averaged 14.6 rebounds, 4 assists. He did average 3 steals a game, though. Led the league in steals by a wide margin. 49% from the field, 34% from 3. And I think this is kind of, projecting into what he's going to do next year. All right, camera overheated once again. We out here in the 100-degree heat. But I left off talking about Dyson Daniels and how I think he's going to average 17 next year and continue the steals that he had last year. He averaged 3 a game last year, led the league by far. So that was my number 10.
You got to think, though, he might not get as much of an offensive focus just because Porzingis is there now, Jalen Johnson's back.
That's true.
And Ricochet's development.
That's true.
So I don't know. It can go up either way, but it seems like as from a scoring standpoint, a lot of the touches are going to go to Trey, Jalen, and Kristaps.
I agree with that, but in this ranking, it was tough for me because part of me wanted to just go off who gets buckets the most. Like certain guys that we'll talk about later. Like I wanted to put on this list, and I initially had on the list just because they get buckets, and that's kind of what you want out of your shooting guard. But now and today, you kind of it's really who you would take on your team.
It's versatility.
Yeah, versatility. Who can guard? Who can impact winning more than who can just get buckets?
Bridges.
I feel like the shooting guard position it's not disappeared, but it's almost like a myth of a
it's kind of like combo guards. It's like
Harden's the point guard now, but he also used to be a shooting guard. Like Luka is whatever you want. Reaves is a point guard shooting guard.
Like Kobe was back in the day. Kobe was a shooting guard.
Him and Jordan.
Shooting guard. Yeah.
Pure.
And now it's a lot different.
Well, that brings me to
Mikal was a 3 last year. Before he went to the Knicks, he was a 3.
That's why I got.
All right, you're number 10.
I got a men at 10.
A man number 10.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. 2K will disagree with you there.
I don't think he's any higher
I
than
will
10
disagree
right
with
now.
you there.
2K has him as the 4th best shooting guard in the
That's
game.
wild.
That's
And he's not even a
insane.
shooting guard either. He's
That's
one
the
of those
thing.
guys
That's
that's not
why
a shooting
I was
guard.
almost
He's
going to
just
leave him
gonna
on
be-
my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you even have him on this list?
I'm on the list.
You
I
got
got
him
him on the
higher?
list. I got him. Dude,
So-
2K has him at an 88 overall over Zach LaVine, over a bunch of guys.
I'd take him over
So-
Levine, though.
But he's not a shooting guard. And
That's the thing,
yeah.
is he's a shooting guard, small forward, like, type
Yeah.
beat. So
Last
If
year
he-
he
but
probably
he's
played
going
0
to-
minutes at
he's
shooting guard.
Gonna be shooting guard this
This
year.
year,
though. Like
just
last
because-
year,
that's the thing. That's why I have him at 10.
Yeah.
Is like, I was
Yeah.
looking into it. He didn't play any shooting guard
No,
last
0.
year.
But they have
So-
Fred, KD, Jabari,
Exactly.
and Sengun,
Yeah.
and he'll be the 2.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to add Dyson just because he averaged
Yeah.
the 3 steals,
Mhm.
but then I looked at him and he's averaging 1.5 blocks as well,
Oh,
as
yeah.
well as 1.5 steals.
No, he's like that.
So he's and then almost a double. He's averaged like 9 rebounds
Yeah.
as well.
No, he's-
15 points. His scoring might not take off anymore because I mean everybody
like,
else.
once he got more of a focus offensively, he was averaging like 18 a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what his splits were pre and
just-
post All-Star break, but I think it was.
I don't think
it
he'll
was
get any
different.
higher just because adding KD there, it's just gonna stall out a little bit.
I mean, yeah, he averaged 14 last year,
Yeah.
almost 9 boards, like you said.
Yeah.
I could see it jumping up to like 16, just because he gets to the rim with ease, and having a guy like KD might
Yeah.
open it up a little
And
more for him.
Sengun.
Yeah,
Sengun just to feed you on easy cuts.
they might play him as more the point than the 2, because Fred can catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Fred is like a 40% 3-point shooter, catch and shoot wise.
Yeah.
So men might be handling the ball a lot, but so you have him at number 10.
Have him 10.
All right, Dev, moving on to you, number 10.
I also had Dyson Daniels at number 10.
Okay, I like it.
I'm not always gonna like in the rankings lean more defense, but I see that if you're able to play defense, especially like as well as Dyson Daniels, it's always a plus for me as well as offense. But I hope he wins Depoy this year over Wemby.
Ooh.
Get a guard, win it over a center.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got some high expectations for him this year.
Okay, yeah.
I think that Hawks team's gonna be pretty good.
I do too. I like that you had Dyson there. All right, let's move on. Number 9, Jackson. You're number 9.
Number 9, I had Levine.
You had Zach
Whoa.
LaVine number 9.
All right,
Whoa.
my list ain't gonna be that crazy.
Hold
compared to
on,
that.
hold on. Number 9. Do you realize what Zach LaVine did last year?
He scored.
He had 20,
What
almost
else did he
24 a
do?
game, 4 boards, 4 assists, 51% field
22
goal.
a game when he got to the
44%
Kings, though.
from 3.
I'm not saying he's not efficient, but he doesn't impact winning. He's never been on a team that wins, ever.
Damn.
He's always been a guy that gets a lot of buckets, watches his stats, makes sure he shoots good efficiency.
I mean, I don't disagree with you at all.
I mean, I love Levine. I wanted him on the Lakers a couple years ago, but it's just one of those things. It's like all the other guys ahead of him impact the game in a positive way in multiple areas of the floor. And Levine isn't a good defender. He's not great at driving to the basket, even though his freak athleticism.
Yeah.
He's a great scorer, but that's all you're going to get from him.
damn. This is tough because I want to, come back with an argument, but you're making pretty valid points. I'm not gonna lie.
But like I said, like 6 through 10 or 6 through 9 for me are kind of like it took a second to
Yeah.
list these guys.
He had Zach LaVine number 9. How do we feel down there?
I don't like it.
How do we feel?
I don't like. I think he's way high.
I think he's way higher than
he's
that.
way
I
higher.
think the talent. I mean, yeah, like a guy like some guys that average like more points per game than Zach, I didn't even have on the list.
The shooting percentage also just
Shooting
jumps
percentage,
out immediately.
yeah.
That's one of the best shooting percentages out of any shooting guard.
Yeah, it is.
It is the best, honestly.
Yeah, from 3 he was up there in league. He was like the 4th percentage from 3 in the
Yeah.
league.
And then 51% from just the field. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I hope that you're wrong and he does impact winning more this year, but
He just
I
hasn't
definitely
had a
have
track record of it. And even
Yeah.
when he got to the Kings, he didn't look like he doesn't look like he belongs there.
No, he definitely
He'll give you like 22 a game. He'll have those games where he had like that 140 piece or 38, whatever it was,
Yeah.
I think.
Against
And
the
like he
Hornets.
looks great, but those are the type of things where it's like that's gonna happen once in a while, and he's more of a guy that's like on the same level. Like him and Norman Powell are very similar. Norm before his injury, yes, they're very similar.
Oh,
Norm was
Yeah.
averaging 26 before his injury.
I think Norman Powell's just gonna have just a one type of year like that. Not
yeah.
gonna lie.
I
don't think he's
didn't even
gonna
have Norman Powell in my
I
top
think
He
15.
didn't touch my list at all.
He wasn't in my top
He was
15.
11.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good scoring year last year, but this year, I mean, he is going to be more of like a 3 if they want to
Yeah.
put Tyler Herro at the 2 and Norm
I
Powell
think
at the
Hero's
3.
just gonna play the 1.
Yeah, I
honestly.
think so too. But damn, Zach LaVine's really low. I guess we'll just keep going through and then see who you have over him. Number 9, I had Derek White. I know he impacts winning. I know he can shoot the three, but I think he benefits from playing on that Boston Celtics team. I think if you switch LaVine and Derek White team-wise, then Derek White is way less of a player than Zach LaVine. And you're going to look at Zach LaVine a lot differently if he's on a team like Boston, where he can be the third scoring option. He can take a more of a backseat and still give you 19 just off the strength of how good he is. I know the defense isn't as good, but Derek White only averaged 16 last year, 38% from three. Had to put him on the list, though. He's my number 9.
Number 9. I
Yeah.
think you guys. I don't know if you guys are gonna be shocked or disappointed, but I got Shaedon Sharp at number 9.
I like it. I wanted to put him on.
I thought about it.
Yeah,
I
mean, having him in Portland, like, it's going to be an amazing time for them in the future.
Yeah.
I love his
He's going to
game.
be a future star, 100%. I said it before, I'm pretty sure. They were getting hot at the end of last year, and I feel like that's when he really started to jump. And then, I mean, you don't really see a lot of teams where the shooting guard is going to be, like, one of their vocal points, like, all the time. Besides, like, you think back to the Golden State Warriors, Clay. I mean, averaging, like, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
I think Shaedon's going to jump even more this year. And he's going to get that three-point percentage up, because that was a little low. It's at 31%.
Yeah.
That's going to take a jump. I feel like he's going to go up to, like, close to 40%.
Yeah. I didn't have him on the list. He was really close to making it, though. I wanted to find a way to put him on. But he averaged 18.5 last year, 45% from the field, 31% from three, and he's usually injury prone, but he played 72 games last year and started all 72.
Yeah.
Wrote that down for one reason, because you said he's not going to start next year.
Shaedon Sharp?
You said Scoot and Drew Holiday should be the backcourt. I think there's no way.
Should be.
I don't think there's no way that Shaedon Sharp doesn't start next year.
I don't think Drew starts either.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they'll probably just want to start the young guys.
Yeah.
But no, I think Shaedon Sharp is like their main guy going forward. Like, I think he's their.
No.
I think
probably their
him
second,
and Denny.
third. It's Denny. Denny's their main guy.
Denny and
is
Sharp.
borderline all-star next year.
No, he
Yeah.
is.
I think they're both a 1A, 1B type players.
Yeah.
I think those are the two guys they want to, like, really build around.
Yeah.
So I like that you put them on the list. Dev, moving on to you.
Number 9, I got Tyler Herro.
Tyler Herro, number 9.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's low.
I got him a little low.
That's
but,
low.
You know, in my opinion, some of the guys ahead of him, I just, you know, I like a little bit more. You know, it might not be true to the rankings like this year when everything goes down, but Tyler Herro, the Heat had kind of a weird year. They did make the play-in.
Yeah.
But, I mean, coming out with a fresh start, I think that, you know, Davion, they got the Miami culture, you know, bringing it back. You know, fresh start for him and Bam. I think they could have, you know, a nice year. What did we say, playing to 6 seed on the show the other day. But, yeah, he had 24 and then 5 and 5. So,
yeah.
I mean, pretty good year on, you know, a team where they went to the play-in. But I think even I think it was 37 from 3. Even that I think could get a little bit better this year. So, but yeah, a little low, but I got him at 9.
Yeah, I like that. I had him higher for sure, but I mean, just it's still crazy to me that, like, Tyler Herro can be ranked above a guy like Zach LaVine on a list. Like, Zach LaVine is just the same. That's what I think. The same type of player is Tyler Herro and Zach LaVine. I know Tyler Herro has a little bit more of a playmaking aspect to his game. Both are pretty bad on defense. I think Zach LaVine is just way more gifted offensively than Tyler Herro. Even though, you know, I love Tyler Herro. He's one of my favorite players in the league. But yeah, that's a little low. Not gonna lie. I think that's a little low. Number 8 for you.
I had Derek White.
Okay, right there.
I like it. The argument you made about him being like a guy that you can, if he switches teams and switches spots, but then again, I mean, when JT went down, he went down in what, game 5?
Yeah, I think it was like the end of game 5.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Or game 4.
Game 4,
I think it was game 4.
The series
very
was pretty
next
much
game,
over.
It was, the
Yeah.
Knicks, like, were going to win, and they were up, like, 3-1 or
Yeah.
something.
yeah. The very next game, he had 34.
He had 34?
Yeah, 7 threes. That's
Hey.
the second option.
Maybe I'm wrong.
This year, I'm telling you, he's going to be borderline all-star. Just because
Borderline
he's
all-star.
going to be second option. It's going to be Jalen Brown and him.
Your boy JJ Redick, when he had a podcast before he was a coach, always pushed for Derek White to be an all-star.
I mean, he's
Even though he
borderline
averaged
all-star in the
15.
East. He's one of the best defensive guards in the league.
He is.
His only downside is 31. He's not getting much better than he is. But he probably will have a year like what Norman Powell had last year, I feel like, where he's going to average 20 plus.
I don't see it. I don't think he's a scorer like that. I mean,
He's a
I mean, if he scored 34 in that last game without JT, then maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see him being a scorer outside of hitting catch and shoot threes. Like, I don't think he's doing anything else. He doesn't have a mid-range game. He's not getting to the basket.
He's got some handles.
He can handle.
He does.
He's got some handle.
He doesn't just shoot, catch and shoot threes. You're not getting 16 a game and 19 a game in the playoffs off just catch and shoot threes.
That's true. I just feel like Joe Mazzulla in that Celtics offense kind of benefits him. And like I said, if he was on a worse team, I don't think we'd have him anywhere close to a top 10 shooting guard. That's my argument. My number 8 though is Desmond Bane. I wanted to put him higher. Yeah, am I crazy?
Disrespect.
Am I crazy?
Dev,
he's not even on Dev's list over there.
I know that.
But yeah, Desmond Bane, he's not.
Bro, I got him ahead of my next 2 picks.
No, I mean, I wanted to put him higher, but I may be a little biased, but he only averaged 19 last year, 6 boards, 5 assists, 48% from the field, 39 from 3. Memphis was hurt pretty much a lot of last year. He was one of the only guys that stayed healthy. He also was getting into, he was maybe one of the problems on the team, arguing with everyone. Who knows why?
Because they weren't giving him the ball.
Yeah, they weren't giving him the ball.
And he's a baller, first
He's
of
not-
all.
No, he's good.
He's one of the best shooting guards in the league.
He
That's
is.
what I think.
He's top. He's top 8.
I'm not going to say my number yet, but him and Orlando, that's a perfect match. I don't
It
see
is.
any.
They
I
needed
don't see-
shooting and they needed a third option.
Yeah.
They got
I don't
that.
see any other team that would have has benefited as much as Orlando will.
I agree.
I think he's going to go up to 22 points a game.
That's what I was going to
Shooting
ask.
percentage is going to go up.
I don't think he's going to average over 20.
No, I think he's.
I don't think this year he's going to average over 20. I think Paolo's going to average
last year
26, 27, and Franz will average 23, 24.
Dude, the fact
and
that
then
they
Desmond
have-
will average 18, 19, in my opinion.
The fact that they have so many options, Desmond's going to be open so much on the perimeter.
No, he is.
That's what his percentage is going to shoot up. Everything's going to shoot up for
What
him.
impressed me last year with Desmond was when Jaw was out, they had Scottie Pippen to handle the ball, but he also had to take a lot of the reign of getting guys shots, getting his own shot, because usually he's kind of just a catch and shoot guy playing with Jaw, but he impressed me getting his own shot last year.
That's the thing. So I feel like he can switch to the point whenever he wants to, but if they need him to switch to the point for a little bit, I think he's a great kind of just quick backup.
Because Suggs isn't a true point.
He's not a true point.
Desmond
He's a
and
lot.
Suggs can kind of rotate and Paolo's going to handle the ball.
Paolo's going to handle
and
the ball.
Franz.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. So I had Desmond at 8. You had
I have AR at 8.
AR at 8. Okay,
Yeah.
Austin Reaves. I like it. All right, camera overheated once again. But Luke, you're talking about Austin Reaves.
Yes.
Jackson's boy.
Yeah. Good reasoning that I put him at 8. I know Jackson's a little butthurt about it, but it's okay. Because it reminded me of when you brought up that Derek White is kind of just in the right position that makes him a better player on the Celtics. I think AR is in a great position being next to LeBron and Luka.
Right.
And I don't think he would be anywhere as nice as he is now without being next to LeBron
I already
and
know what
Luka.
Jackson's argument's going to be here.
So when he was the
LeBron
number
and
one
Luka didn't
option,
play.
Yeah,
he had
45,
45,
7 and 7.
So you knew it.
Yeah.
and then he also
One
had
game.
37, 8 and 13 against the Nuggets. The other one was against the Pacers.
Yeah, I know that Pacer game was crazy.
And then he also had 26 and 16. He
16
also had
what?
18.
Assists?
Yep.
Holy
18, 6 and 6. He also had 17, 8 and 10,
He was
28,
locked
8
and
and 3,
loaded.
28,
No,
4 and 6,
I knew that was
37 and
talking
6, 22, 5 and 8.
all
and
when
this
LeBron
is
and
all-
Luka didn't play?
Yep. And this was all without AD.
Wow.
The other one, he had
Okay.
38, 3 and 3 against Brooklyn. He had, 23, 20, he had 27, 17, 15,
I still
19,
don't
45,
think
7 and 7.
AR is better than the rest of my list.
And then when he became the primary point guard, his stats jumped to 22 a game.
God damn it.
No, I mean,
Yeah, great numbers.
Uh-huh.
Take him off the team, and he's not doing anything else. And
Right.
the
So would you
difference-
take him over Levine? Would you straight up Reaves for Levine right now?
you said why before the show. You said the only reason why
The only
Kings
reason
would do
why I
that.
would take it is his contract.
Yeah. It's not like
Right.
Reaves is better than Levine.
Yeah.
It's that
He
Levine has the
definitely is.
15th highest contract in the NBA, and that would
I don't
help
want that.
the Kings. And
He's
is
just
Austin Reeves
better.
younger than Zach Levine? He must be.
Levine's like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Austin
Reaves is 25.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I just know he was undrafted, so you never know with those guys.
He was 23 when he came. I think he turns 26 this year.
Great arguments, great stats, facts, and everything.
No, that was
but
you were ready. You were
I
ready
still
for
got
that.
him at 8. I'm not
Loaded.
changing it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm not changing it.
Okay.
You're just wrong.
How do you see Austin Reeves as a defender?
My opinion's
He's average.
wrong.
He's average.
He's slightly above average.
I-
I think
yeah.
people say he's not a good defender just because
There's one.
he's white. Yeah. And the other reason is because he technically was the best perimeter defender on that lineup last year.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing. If he's like second best, sure. But if you look at the stats of him versus Jamal Murray against guys like even against Ant in the playoffs, like he was holding his own. He held them to a pretty low field goal percentage. Like he was doing good.
Yeah.
He averaged over a steal a game this year by himself, which I mean doesn't mean much because you can have passing lane steals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he is a solid navigator off ball. He's the guy that we usually stick on like Clay whenever we play the Mavs or something. But he's not a guy that's like all defensive or anything.
I think he's a underrated defender. I think half of defense is effort, and he gives his full effort anytime he's on the floor, which is not the case for a lot of the guys above him.
Yeah, that's why he did so good when he first came in, because he was a guy who literally was just, it was right after they lost Caruso and they needed a guy with energy and that like spark, and that's what he did. He like took charges. He's really good. He's like Pose with the taking charges and stuff.
I do remember though a couple years ago, it was opening night, Warriors-Lakers, and first play of the game I noticed that AR was guarding Steph, and I said to myself, this was
2023.
Yeah, this was
23-24.
Yeah, you remember that game? And Steph was absolutely torching Austin Reaves. He was backdoor cutting him and one. Like, there were so many plays where I was like, why is Austin Reaves still on him?
Reaves that year wasn't good to start just because he played on the Team USA stuff over the summer. And then he hadn't, because when you go from college to the NBA, right, you're going from like 30-something games to 82. And then he had just done the postseason and had their conference finals run. And then he played in the summer, and then he did that. So he never had time off of basketball.
Yeah. But no, like you said, he shouldn't be the best defender. Like
if he's second or third, that team, whatever team he's on, that's an elite team.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 8.
So that was your number 8. Dev, number 8.
Derek Curry. I got Derek Curry at number 8. Derek White.
Derek White.
I let it say Steph Curry off the bench, but I tossed him around a couple other places. I don't know, wasn't sure, but I put him at 8 because I'm still kind of wait and see on how he is going to play as a starter. I don't think he's going to be bad, which is why I have him on the top 10. But it's still like I was toying with the idea of putting him a little bit higher, but for now it's just wait and see. But I do think he's going to have a good year with Jalen Brown out there. They might not go conference finals again this year because of the Tatum injury, but I think they'll still have a good year out there.
Oh yeah,
that's a good point. So you had him at number 8.
Yeah.
All right, moving on, number 7.
I had Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane, number 7. Okay.
Yeah.
I had him right above.
I mean, he's just like Luke said, his third option on the team. I think he's gonna do amazing there. It's a better fit for him than it was in Memphis, just because now he's the primary ball handler.
Yep.
So he's going to create for himself and everybody else. And Paulo and Franz, he's the perfect complementary piece they needed.
It is. If they get a center, they might win a ring.
They're magic.
They're magic for sure. All right, my number 7 is Austin Reaves. Just talked about him a ton.
Yeah.
Definitely would love to have this guy on any team. I think that he has just become, very loved by a lot of guys, but his game is just still a little underrated to me.
Yeah.
Sorry about the background noise, but I think AR is still a little underrated. 20 a game last year, almost 6 assists. I could see that going up to like 22 next year. I'm not gonna lie. I could see it going up a little bit.
Especially if Braun takes kind of that I think they're leaning towards trying to go Luka Reaves for after Braun for a bit.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then Reaves is probably going to take that leap to second option.
Yeah. All right, well, Luke, you're number 7.
Number 7. I feel like we kind of have this same range of people right here in the 8, 7, 6 spot. I got Derek White at 7.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
I feel like he will kind of take a little shine, go into a bright spot with Tatum out. Him and Jalen Brown together, I see that as a nice combo. Running that backcourt together is going to be nice, especially with Peyton Pritchard to complement them right behind. I still see Derek White and Peyton maybe switching back and forth because, Peyton Pritchard had 6th man of the year last year, which would be great, but Derek White, I think, would jump up to 20 points a game this year with Tatum out,
20 a game.
Honestly.
I agree.
It'll be simple for him, just because that big scoring thing is out.
Yeah.
Teams won't game plan as much either because they don't have Tatum, they don't have a center.
Yeah.
They're just gonna say, all right, well, just put guys on them.
Exactly.
They're not gonna be a title contender. They might be a low playoff seed, but that's about it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Dev, number 7.
I put Amen at 7.
That's low.
It is low.
No, that's not
But
low. That's
I mean,
not
I
low.
think it's low
It's
for
low.
right now. I think it's going to be a guy that we look back and I'm definitely going to be like, yeah, should have put him higher. But I think playing with KD, I just think his scoring, it might take a couple years, but I think it can take a nice jump to the next level. We already know how elite he is defensively, but stay with KD, follow KD around for a couple years, and I think his offense could take that jump, and that'll be what raises him or puts him farther down the list. Sorry about the voice crack, but puts him farther down. But for now, I put him at 7.
I like it. Again, sorry about the background noise. Hopefully it stops. But I like your argument for Amen right there. Jackson, moving on to your number 6.
Yeah. Reaves.
Austin Reaves, number 6. So you have him 3 spots ahead of Zach LaVine.
See?
That Lakers bias is showing.
It is not Lakers bias. It's just
That Laker
facts.
bias. That Laker bias.
Well, one guy led a team with 50 wins, and the other one didn't make the playoffs.
Hey.
So
Led a team.
At about the same-
Led a team.
he was the third option. LaVine was probably second or third. Was LaVine
Oh.
not second or third option?
LaVine, yeah, he was second
Okay.
or first.
Second option.
Maybe first. on
It
the
was
Kings
DeRozan
sometimes.
still.
It was DeRozan.
But-
You're right.
Point is, Reeves stats second. AD got traded, skyrocketed. 22 4-5, 23 5-5 in March, 23 5-5 in April. His percentages skyrocketed to 45 and 42% from 3. Dude's just insanely efficient.
Yeah.
Number 8.
What do you
One of the
think?
best
What do you think
handles
he's
in the
going to
league.
average this year?
At like 22 to 23.
Yeah.
I can't see it being much more than that. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, his ceiling is probably 23, 24.
Yeah.
Maybe that.
I could see that.
I can't see him, but then again, I also didn't think he would be as good as he is coming in. Because
Yeah.
he averaged 8 his rookie year. I was like, oh, this is a good guy off the bench.
Yeah.
And then he just averaged 16 the next year. And I was
And then
like,
Braun trusted him in that playoff series against Memphis, and he hit the game winner or the dagger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, after they did that D'Lo trade, they had this game against Orlando where he had like 39, 8 and 8, and I was like, yo, this guy's insane.
He's tough.
And so, yeah, now 6.
Okay, AR at 6. I had a men at 6. We talked about him a lot already. Great defender. Need that jumper to start falling in a couple years, then it'd be real scary hours. But had him at number 6. We talked about him enough.
It's insane how good he is
It
without
is.
a jumper.
Yeah. Just imagine when he gets a little jumper. He's gonna be like he's gonna be number 4. Little jumpy. He's gonna be number 4.
I see that.
All right, Luke, you're number 6.
I got Malik. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I thought you were serious.
I got Desmond Bane at number 6.
Okay, that's your boy.
I already gave most of my points for Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
Perfect fit in Orlando. Like, third option, second option at best. Like, I can see him balling out in Orlando.
Yeah.
And with the East wide open, he could be that piece that takes them to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And throws it up in there. And I could see them beating New York without a doubt. They're a little bit more of a complete team.
Yep.
I mean, besides the big man, but I don't know. And then they're also a little bit more together. I know they have like connection up in New York. I know that half of them played together in college, but with the Magic, I feel like it's been something a little bit more in the runnings, in the building. So I don't know. Franz also going to take that jump with Desmond Bane. He's going to, both of them, I see 3 All-Stars in
Damn.
Orlando right now.
3 All-Stars.
I see 3 All-Stars in
I'm gonna have to
Orlando.
get you a Desmond Bane
There's
jersey.
gonna be like 3 teams in that All-Star making up the Eastern Conference All-Star. Wait, isn't
Yeah.
it World versus US next year?
I hope they
will
don't do that. It is?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
Desmond
so
Bane probably
not.
making it then.
He's probably not going to
Yeah,
make
wait,
it. Yeah.
that's crazy. Dennis
Yeah.
Schroeder might make the All-Stars with the International.
Nah, there's way too many guys.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because, I mean, World's also going to be Canada
True.
and, like, everywhere else.
Dylan Brooks
like,
gonna be an
it's just
All-Star?
gonna be,
Andrew Nemhard?
Andrew Nemhart would
Low-key.
be an All-Star? I'd be
I mean,
hyped.
Shay's going to be off
Well, yeah,
there
definitely
automatically.
Shay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you had him at what, 6?
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dev, you're 6.
Talked about him enough already, but I'm glad I put him at 6. Austin Reaves. Jackson's
Austin
done
Reaves.
enough, number pulling out of his butt. So, we won't talk anymore about him. But
Yeah.
third option, like you said, that made me laugh so hard. But yeah, I think his playmaking is really underrated. Jackson said, point guard, all those stats. Just skip back in the video. No, done talking about him.
I like it. All right, Jackson, you're number 5. Now it's getting
Amen.
interesting. Amen, number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Damn. I got him locked at 10.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, he only averaged 14 last year, so
That's
It's
the thing,
just-
like,
if you're
it's
basing it off like projecting, then I could see him being
And
a
then
little
also-
higher.
It's off what he did and
Yeah.
just how good he was on both sides of the ball. Like,
Yeah.
And
just a
then
freak,
it's
dude.
just ranking like before, like you guys had.
Shout out Diddy.
What was the rankings like for the pure point guards or whatever? Like there was a few people on your guys' list where I was like, no, I'm going off pure pure position.
Yeah.
Pure. I mean, if that's the case, then guys like Herro, Bridges.
Malik Monk.
They're not shooting guards. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
You don't
Hero's
think they-
technically listed at point
Yeah,
guard this year
yeah.
and last year.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, Hero was a point guard. Amen was small forward.
Oh.
Booker's a shoot point guard this year.
Booker is a point guard this year,
I
but
guess that
we
was
got him
true.
on the 2-guard list.
So
I guess I just go off of what I know when they go into the league.
yeah. So
Like-
Amen is your number 5.
C.
All right, my number
know.
5 is Tyler Herro, superhero. He's nice. That's all I gotta say. We talked about him a lot. I think he'll be an all-star this year.
Yeah.
100%.
I think he'll be an all-star this year.
I can see it.
100%.
Yeah. Tyler Herro.
Okay, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I got him at 5 as well.
You got him at 5?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got him locked at 5. I
I
feel
feel
like
like that's a little high for us.
I would say so, but he's in the prime of his career right now, and I think he's going to go up even more in scoring next year, especially with how little Miami has really done. Like, I mean, besides getting Norman Powell, who is kind of declining. Like he's 33 or something like that. He's mid 30s.
Just had a
He
career
did just
year.
have his best year.
He
so
did
who
just have his best year.
Who
So,
knows?
But that was in LA with Kawhi and James Harden, kind of two of the best vets in the league right now that can make anybody better around him.
That's true.
Kawhi missed the first half of the season.
He did. For me, Tyler Herro, I think with going into the league, I loved Tyler Herro when he had that first year in Miami where they were in the bubble and they made the finals and all that. He was one of my favorite players for sure. But I didn't think he would get to this level where he's that comfortable with the ball, being a point guard, getting assists, getting other guys involved. I thought he was just going to be a pure scorer off the bench kind of guy for his career, sixth man. But no, he's developing something that I didn't think he could, be, and I think he's going to keep getting better too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Part of me also questions maybe seeing him as a potential trade piece. And
They say that every year, but
they say it every
They
year.
say it every year with all their guys.
Yeah, they
Bam,
do.
him,
But
everybody.
I don't know. Maybe ever since I don't know. I know they got Wiggins, so
Yeah.
I know it's different out there now, but not really.
Wiggins of Andrew.
Wiggins of Andrew. All right, so Dev, you're number 5.
5. I got Zach.
Zach LaVine, Young Hollywood, number 5.
Yeah, the numbers were great. I know Jackson, and honestly, me and Tyler, we like to say it was stat padded.
Love it.
Some of it, maybe
44
most of
against
it.
the Hornets.
I don't know. 44 against the Hornets, yeah. But I mean, you keep those same numbers. This is where I kind of get into projecting a little bit. Keep those same numbers, and a guy like Doug Christie as the coach. I think he's going to understand that if he's not, at least giving 80-90% effort on defense, you're not going to play no matter what you're doing on offense.
Yeah.
And I trust Doug to basically do that with all players, but Zach LaVine is just the one where you see he's kind of lazy on defense at times, especially when he's scoring. But yeah, just projecting, I think even if he becomes average to a little bit above average defensively, then I think he's going to have another crazy year with the stats, and then hopefully impactful year on the Kings.
Yeah, we need it for sure. All right, Jackson, your top 4. Number 4.
Tyler
Herro, number
Damn.
4. Damn. I like
Yeah.
it. That's high. I mean, I had him at 5, so
Yeah.
it's not too crazy, but
White.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, he's tough. Nah, he's a bucket. So we know he's a bucket.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be as good. I watched him in the bubble, and I was like, damn,
Yeah.
bro, this guy's... I remember that 37-point game in
Yeah.
the playoffs, and I was like, yo, this guy's
He's
tough.
cold.
And yeah, he's just... I remember he hit like 6 threes in a quarter against the Lakers this year, and I was like, all right, well...
He has unmatched confidence, which is something you can't teach.
Yeah.
He goes on the floor and he thinks he's the best scorer on the floor every time, which is something you like.
Except when Amen guards him.
True. It's crazy because for me, Tyler Herro's 5 and Amen 6, and they have beef.
They do.
They have beef.
That edit always pops on my page, and it's an Amen edit, and it's just him chucking Tyler Herro to the ground, and I'm like,
I'm finna be
I'm
mad
on-
you said that, bro.
I'm on Tyler Herro's side. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's a better player.
Same.
So that was your 4. Damn, number 4 for me is Zach LaVine, Young Hollywood. We need a big year out of you, Zach. Come on,
King's
Yep.
bias
be
is showing.
consistent.
Yeah.
King's bias
Come on.
is showing.
I'm
King's bias is showing.
I'm with Zach on 4.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I feel like I would have picked him at 4 probably if he was on any other team.
Yeah.
Just looking at the stats and the numbers and everything, I feel like he would be number 4 anywhere.
I don't know if I would have. I'm trying to think, like,
I think I would have.
I wonder where we had him last year.
Nobody paid attention to him when he was on the Bulls this year.
I mean, yeah.
He did play like 70-something games, but nobody really paid attention
No.
because they weren't winning anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's just the right fit for him.
Yeah. I think he slides right
scores
into
a
that
lot.
4 spot for me.
He has the best shooting percentages pretty much out of every shooting guard in the league.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, he's our 2 option. I mean, 3 probably, realistically.
Who you count? Who's the first 2?
DeMar, Sabonis,
Oh.
and then Zach.
Yeah.
As a third option?
Austin Reaves.
I mean, it goes back and forth, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to go back and forth, especially with, they're all kind of the same caliber player right now.
Yeah.
With the numbers, I'd feel like.
Yeah.
So, but Zach, number 4, pure shooting guard.
All right, Dev.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys at 4. Zach LaVine.
You just had him at 5.
No, unfortunately, I know what I got to do. I'm gonna have to
You
just
got Malik
courtesy
Monk at
throw
4.
Desmond Bane in there at 10, and then slide everybody one down my list.
Oh, shit.
I didn't want to do it. Was
Who'd you
fighting.
take off?
Nobody. I just
only
didn't
had
have a
9.
4.
You did-
Oh,
I didn't want
okay.
a 4 the
Zach
whole
at
time.
4.
I was struggling at 4. You know,
I gotcha.
Bane at 10
and then I
is
just filled
crazy.
everything else in. But, unfortunate. I'm going to have to put Desmond Bane up there at 10. So that'll slide Zach LaVine down to my 4. I'll lead off
Okay.
with my 3, though.
Okay. Okay.
I'll lead
like
off the top 3, which we probably all have the same in some shape or form.
Yeah.
I put Donovan Mitchell at 3.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Donovan Mitchell at 3.
Consensus 3.
Donovan Mitchell at 3.
And 1 and 2 is where we might get a little bit different.
Okay. Jackson, you're 3. It's tough.
I put Book.
You put Book at
Okay.
3?
I had to.
Yeah.
It's just like, I love Book, but he just hasn't done much since that year they went to the finals.
Yeah.
That's that first year they had KD in the playoffs. Like or the year against the Nuggets, he was going crazy that series though. But I don't know. I think Book's gonna have a really good year, especially as like the number 1 again, and not really having much like expectation on the team.
True.
It just sucks. I really want to see him on a contender and win.
Yeah.
His game's so perfect.
We all love D-Book's game. All right. Camera, again, overheated, but we back. Finishing up this list for the squad. You had D-Book at your 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I had Donovan Mitchell at my 3. This was a really tough one. Donovan last year averaged 24, 4.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 44% from the field, 36 from 3. D-Book averaged 25.6 points a game, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 46 from the field, 33 from 3. I mean, it's neck and neck. You can't go wrong with either one of these guys. But for me, the playmaking from D-Book just took him over the top a little more.
Yeah.
I know Donovan Mitchell was on a way better team and they won a lot more games.
Took it for me.
That's-
Could be, that could be the argument there. But I love D-Book too much. I had to put him
Yeah,
at 2.
And
So,
it kind of hurt.
yeah. We all love his game.
I was switching them back and forth when I was making the top 4 was the easiest part of this list.
For us, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have the real
for
number
me
4
too.
there.
No.
But with Donovan Mitchell, I mean, winning gets you that ring.
Yeah.
So like Donovan Mitchell, obviously coming closer to that, I put him over. So I got Devin Booker
You
at
got
3.
D-Book at 3?
I
Okay,
got
Dev,
D-Book
you're
at
the
3.
deciding factor here.
So I mean,
say
hang on. I do
you
see
could tie it up.
Devin
Yeah,
Booker
Oh.
winning the scoring championship next year, just because. I mean, he got Jalen Green, but he's not passing him the ball.
No.
He's not giving Jalen Green the ball.
But to be fair, when he averaged 7 assists last year.
Yeah.
He's been
I
solid.
It's because they doubling though.
I just see Devin
They're
Booker.
doubling in the open runs.
I see him averaging 30 next year. Like, maybe a little. I see him averaging at least 30.
I want him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I want
I
it.
hope so, bro.
He should. Him and Jalen both 25 or more. They need that.
Jalen is. I'm glad nobody had him on their list
He
because
was
I was
like
about to say.
17 for me on my
Yeah, he was like 14 or
on my
15
big
for me.
board.
That was it.
So let's go over real quick. So you had D-Book at 3. I had Donovan at 3. You had D-Book at 3.
D-Book at
You had
3.
Donovan at 3. So it's 2 and 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So Dev, your number 2 must be
D-Book.
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Your boy.
Easy. Wasn't going to put him at 1, but deserves to be at 2 because, I think number 1's obvious. But,
Yeah.
I got to have Dev. Got to have
I
Dev.
like it. I like it. Okay. Your number 2, Donovan Mitchell. My number 2, D-Book. Your number 2, Donovan.
Yep.
Dev, your number 1.
MVP. Future MVP. of the
Future
league.
MVP.
Future MVP.
2026.
Send
I
the
see
video.
him.
Send the
video.
I'm about whatever.
I'm about whatever.
Oh, whatever, kid. But
We
yeah.
all have Ant number
Ant
1.
number
Yeah.
1.
Anthony
100%.
Edwards number 1.
Father
Let's
of
go
the
over
year.
his average. 27.6 points a game, 5.7 boards, 4.5 assists, 44% from the field, 39% from three. Also,
Steph volume
led the league
crazy.
in 3-point made last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
He led the league, yeah.
Yep.
So
That is
And-
one of
Yeah.
Mike's long lost sons.
that is him and
His
Jimmy.
only knock the last 2 years in the Western Conference Finals, he has not performed well.
No,
That
you're
is it.
right. You're right. He's had
But-
crazy first 2 rounds both years.
Yep.
And then conference finals.
Conference finals. I remember that 3 of this last postseason against the Warriors. Where he
Yeah.
pulled that shit from like half court, and I was
Yeah.
like,
This
all
year.
right. Yeah.
Hey, Steph was hurt. The Warriors would have won that.
I agree.
Warriors would've won that.
Warriors would have won.
Warriors would've won with
It's
Steph
still been
healthy.
the Thunder though, bro. Thunder were
Yeah,
unbeatable.
Thunder would have swept the Warriors.
Caruso don't want to see Steph on the perimeter.
I think the Thunder would have swept the Warriors.
Damn. So I mean, they swept the T-Wolves. So yeah. All right. Well, that was our
Not
top
even
10
fun.
shooting guard list. Let's go
Sorry.
over it real quick, so I can have the list ready for the TikTok. Start from number 10.
Mikal Bridges, Zach
Okay.
LaVine, Derek White, Desmond Bane, Austin Reaves, Amen Thompson, Tyler Herro, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards.
Okay. My number 10 was Dyson Daniels, 9 Derek White, 8 Desmond Bane, 7 Austin Reaves, 6 Amen Thompson, 5 Tyler Herro, 4 Zach LaVine, 3 Donovan Mitchell, 2 Devin Booker, and 1 Anthony Edwards.
I got 10, Amen Thompson, 9, Shadon Sharp, 8, I got Austin Reeves, 7, Derek White, 6, Desmond Bane, 5, Tyler Herro, 4, Zach LaVine, 3, Devin Booker, 2, Donovan Mitchell, 1, Anthony Edwards.
All right, Dev, finish it out.
Desmond Bane at number 10. Dyson Daniels, Tyler Herro, Derek White, Amen. Then top 5 Reaves, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards.
All right. That was our top 10 shooting guard list. Anything else before we close out Beam City? Camera keeps overheating. Got MFers mowing the lawn. Got MFers doing whatever over there. And it's just a lot
just
of
one of
sounds
those
in the background.
days.
It's just one of those days. It's hot. About to go some pull hoops. Maybe we'll get the cam going for that.
The
We'll see.
neighborhood.
If we win our game on Thursday,
You will
video
see.
will be posted. By the way,
If we win.
when we win, boy, when we win, we're locked in now. But yeah,
Tyler
we
and
play.
I are going to set some rotations real quick, and then we'll
Facts.
figure it
We
out.
got every Thursday though. Beam City will be playing at La Sierra. So if you're a fan, go watch us. The gym is hot. There's no chairs really. But if you want to go
bring
see
your own
some,
chairs.
yeah, bring your own chairs. Bring
some
your own
snacks
drinks.
and some ice cold
If you want to go see Dev Neal and James Don get some buckets, then go pull up.
Yeah.
But all right, we're gonna close out. Beam City Sports. Go subscribe. We'll be back.
Cheers.